You're not just a chiropractor, you're a spiritual coach. People need to evolve as part of being in your session. This is what's going to make you different. This is what people will come to you for, or they'll totally just reject you for.
Okay, that gives me hope for going in that direction.
Dr. Adam in the house. How you doing?
What's up, man? Good to meet you.
So what do you got? How can I help?
Oh, thanks for having me. You know, I love your message, and I'm that guy. I'm a chiropractor. I teach the purpose, the power, the passion. I teach mindfulness, and this sort of pandemic has been the nicest retirement I've ever had. It's been a great time to take a break and chill and teach more online and teach more to my people. And I'm just looking to move that to the next step and trying to find a way to kind of consolidate the message of so many years, you know, chiropractic, physical health, but also the spirit, the spark, the purpose stuff, and looking to consolidate it and figure out how to deliver it differently and more concisely.
So what do you want to do? Like, you want to be in your practice a couple days a week and then spend the rest of the time building a movement? Okay.
You got it.
This is a super common model, right? I mean, you can, there's a lot of people who have success building up a service-based business like that. And chiropractic, you can decide to stay solo in a couple days or bring on people under you or have partners and just have the brand continue to build. So for the next step, is it speaking? Is it books? Is it videos? Like, what do you want to dive into?
What I love working with people. I have a dream of being a writer. I think there's something quiet about it. There's that introvert piece. And I do really well with small groups. So I do really well facilitating, you know, deep work. And so I couldn't see myself traveling right now. I got little kids and a family, and I'm a home guy.
Yeah.
So it'd be online.
Have you done coaching around this stuff?
Yeah, not a lot. I've done it more through, I teach mindfulness.
Okay.
So in teaching mindfulness, it gives me the opportunity to branch out a little bit and look at getting into action, look at different ways they can get past hurdles and whatnot. But it's always been in the context of mindfulness, and there's a bit of a medical wrapping around it, you know? So we're not talking about aspiration and inspiration. We're sort of talking about getting out of the rudder or the gutter more so.
And how much is that actually related to your body? Because chiropractic is very body focused, right? So
huge, right? Mind, body. If you're not on purpose, you're in pain. Mm-hmm. You know, people are suffering.
Does it connect to, like, so I'm just trying to think, how are you different? What's the message going to be to lead in? Are people coming to you? I know what they're coming to you for now, right? Hey, sure. I need an adjustment. I need whatever. But what you want to be known as is what? Like, the people who have physical pain that's manifesting because of an emotional mindset block?
I think that's how I got here. That's not how I want to work. I want to work for the average folk that want to create a great life. I could see myself maybe departing from practice, you know, to focus on it.
Yeah. Or one day a week. Like, you may not hate it.
I love hanging out with my A-list, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And those people who want to rock.
You know, B-list, maybe not to say that, but the less ideal clients, do you build the practice so that you have somebody junior who does those people, or do you just refer them off to somebody else and you're just handling the 8 people?
Currently, I'm just unavailable to them. So it would be cool I question whether it'd be useful to go build a bigger practice where I take a junior and send the B-listers to them. I feel like that might be more of a distraction from the message, you know?
It really depends on how much you love mentoring.
Right.
Like, how much do you want to help this person become a great chiropractor? And this is a good chunk of their training. Like, they're going to be a better chiropractor, but also a better person.
Oh, I love that.
Because
I love mentoring. Yeah, I love mentoring.
Yeah, so I wouldn't see it as necessarily a distraction from your message, as long as they are permeating the message. Like, if you're hiring somebody, if you're going to have a junior come on to just do the chiropractic everybody else does, then it's going to feel like a distraction, a waste of time. If I'm sure going to a session with you is not just, okay, you know, we adjusted your back, goodbye.
Yeah.
There's going to be conversation. There's going to be insights. I'm sure even like whatever's on the walls in your office. So a junior can help. You're basically training somebody else to do what you do in spreading the message as well as getting the adjustment.
I've never seen it that way, to be honest. I think, you know, historically, I haven't always been on point like this. So in the past, it has been a distraction, but now it's time, right? So you're right. Someone who wants to take the message forward is going to help.
Yeah, and somebody who you can train on. This message that's come to this point has been an evolution for you of years of thinking and honing and practice. Where if you're taking somebody who's 10 years younger, they may not have done all that thinking for themselves yet, and so you can shortcut their path to be able to have an impact. It's worth considering. It's a common model that. And it's also now attracting people into the business who want that.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you remember the E-Myth?
Yeah, Michael Gerber.
Yeah, sure. Michael Gerber makes me think, if I shrink my chiropractic practice, it's dying. So if I grow my chiropractic practice, it's living. And I can't help but think that if I just let my chiropractic side just dwindle, there's nothing lively about that.
I think the liveliness will come from whatever you put energy into.
Yeah.
It's okay to let some things die as long as something else is growing.
Fair.
Right? So if you're off building your speaking career or you don't want to travel, your writing career, your coaching career, that's where the life will go. It's just figuring out what's the best option for you for the actual practice. Spending 1 or 2 days a week seeing your clients and attracting better clients.
A-listers, yeah.
A-listers, but like from budget and personality, but also from you're not just a chiropractor, you're a spiritual coach, they're coming to you for so much more than just getting the adjustments.
I love it.
So it's starting to build it, right? Like you've got the t-shirt, awesome, but now from the moment they step into your office, what's on the walls, what's the mindset you want to create for them, and shifting them along. It's just like you're giving them an adjustment to their mindset as well as their back.
Absolutely. We call it an adjustment between the ears.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So is that already front and center in your branding? No,
it's not. No, I think one of the things, if I were to say one of my roadblocks is kind of getting the message out, dumping that proudly and without fear, just getting that message out there.
Well, you already have your business. I mean, obviously Corona, I don't know, it says when you're going to be able to come back.
We're back. Monday we were back.
Oh, Monday you're back? Okay. And is it busy or people still hesitant?
It's swamped.
Great. People are stressed out and they need
swamped. Absolutely.
So here's the thing, like you already have your business, you already have your repeat clients, you already know who your A-listers are. Now it's just starting to play with how do I bring the message in more? Like people need to have that shift. People need to evolve as part of being in your session.
Yes, and they do. You're right. Your current challenge about getting the forms out there, like a video with a form, a worksheet, that's key because the worksheet's tangible, right? Not everybody has to take it. Those who want it can grab it. So it's like maybe you're saying it. Bring that stuff into the clinic, and then create another avenue for them to get it outside of that.
Yeah,
like a session or a training or a path. Okay.
You start with chiropractic because you already have a business and that pays the bills because you, the author, yet isn't going to pay the bills yet. So we need to. Your father, you gotta continue.
Gotta pay the bills,
but hopefully do it in a more intentional and purposeful way.
Yeah.
So starting to shift the current sessions towards that, so that you're not just another chiropractor, but chiropractor with a purpose. And I'm going to come out feeling better about my life and having direction from being with you. However that works, just having the intention from the moment they walk into your clinic, from the experience they get with the assistant or secretary to walking into the room, to how they're greeted, to the first question you ask them, to even maybe what you're wearing, all of that with that intention of, I want to adjust their mindset, adjust what's between their ears, not just their back. We're still going to get the back. I mean, you're still coming we're still going to give you an adjustment. It's something we do at Toronto Dance Salsa, at our salsa dancing school. People come to learn how to dance, but what they get is an experience. Like you're really coming to a place to feel the guy who runs it with me. His one word is belong. Yeah. So he's creating the place where you can belong, not just learn how to dance some salsa. So just applying that, like what are some changes you can make right now to your process that would already make it feel more purposeful?
I think you're right. The first question, the first engagement, shaping the first visit a little bit more around what you're saying, a little bit of a proclamation of what we do. and why you're here. Acknowledging it, you know?
You're already doing it in a light way with some of your clients already.
Totally.
So now it's just owning that and systemizing it so that this isn't just something I kind of do on the side with some of my patients who like and know me and been coming to me for a while.
Yeah.
This is how we operate. This is
what we do.
Business. Yeah. And then this is how we train. So your junior, do you have anybody on you yet?
No, I've had them historically. There's been some changes, so it's starting over a little bit.
Yeah.
In that way, which is cool.
Yeah. So whatever, the next junior you bring on, this is how, whatever you've learned about how to run a chiropractic practice, this is a whole different model here.
Amen. Yeah, it's true.
And then you teach them to do that. And some people won't get it.
I think I'm worried about that, you know?
But that's okay. You already have a business and you're not necessarily pushing them out the door right away. You're evolving into it. But the people who you want to attract in are the ones who love it.
Yeah. And the ones that are already there that love it big.
Yeah.
You know, they're happy. They work hard. They talk purpose. They talk life. They feelings, emotions, all that good stuff, you know?
Ultimately, this is what's going to make you different. This is what people will come to you for, or they'll totally just reject you for.
Yes.
Like, I don't want a mindset adjustment. Who's this guy? I think he is Tony Robbins. Like, screw this guy. I just want someone to work. But then that guy's not going to be a good client for you. Those are the days you show up to work and be like, I don't know why I do this. I should go and start writing.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
You got
I think I
don't appreciate what you're doing.
Right. And I got to get a little more confident. You know, part of being a healthcare provider, as I define it myself, is that we got to be available to everybody, right? Primary care says I'm available to everyone, not I'm an expert for someone or some, which is a bit of a mind shift for me.
But in your marketing, you will get people to self-eliminate and then also self-select.
Brilliant. Yes.
So when you go to your website and say, we're going to give you a mindset shift as well as a back shift or whatever you're going to call it. Some people are like, will be turned off right away. And
wrong guy.
Yeah, but that's it, right? It's like having confidence in that. Like, great, I might have to provide care to you, but they're never going to show up to you because they don't want your hocus pocus stuff.
They might forget to call back.
Right? And they'll be like, whoa, what is this?
I like that.
When we had a puppy. We've got a dog. I grew up with dogs all my life, but as an adult, I haven't had a puppy for a long time, right? So we hired a friend of mine has a dog trainer, said, you got to hire Troy to come and help you. And I'm just worried that I'm thinking I don't want my dog to chew the couch and pee all over the place. So just remind me how the puppy life works. So Troy comes over, and the first thing he does, he has us all sit on the floor. And he has the dog kind of sit on his lap, and he's like, what's going on? And the first question he asked me is, tell me about the life that you want to have with Timo. It was our dog saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, whoa, I'm just thinking, like, don't pee on the carpet. But the life that I want to have with Timo. And he's asking us about our habits and our routines and how we want a perfect life. And he wants to help us build our perfect life. So we're in harmony with each other and the dog. And just, who is this guy? Dog whisperer, right? And so different than a dog trainer who's going to teach a dog how to not pull on a leash and bark at strangers and the typical stuff, right?
Right.
That's what I see with you, is that you're going to walk, like, from the very first question, you're going to shift them of what they thought they were coming for and actually give them what they need.
Oh, I love it.
So I don't know, you're going to have to work through a couple of iterations.
Sure,
but you're already doing it just in a shy, held back, reserved way for people who are open, where it needs to be more and more with every month, front and center, as you get more practice with it.
I love that concept. I think you're nailing it for sure.
Yeah, to the point where it's on your website and you say, I'm going to make the shift between your ears and in your back.
Yeah, with pride. I want to feel that way. I want to feel proud enough to put that up there, and feel good about it.
It's coming. But so, like, how soon? Like, by the end of the year, that should be there, because every month you've been practicing a little bit more, and slowly weaning off the clients who don't get it, who are low, who are more like energy vampires for you, sapping your energy instead of lifting you up.
Yes.
Yeah. And then whatever your balance looks like, how many days you want to ultimately be in your practice versus doing other stuff, because obviously it pays the bills while you build up your stuff.
Sure.
I think coaching is a great next step for you.
Yeah.
You already do it you will already be doing it in a light way in your practice, but then coming to you just for the mindset stuff, and maybe you do an adjustment. Right?
Absolutely.
Is the next step up.
Yes.
I think some of your current clients could actually be your first clients for that.
That'd
Even
be cool.
if you do it for free as a test, just to see what it's like.
Yeah. And even because I've got materials, I've got constructs. They're not perfectly designed yet, but they're available.
Well, you work through them. I think in order to be a good writer, or in order to be a good YouTuber, or a good content creator, or a good speaker, if ultimately that's where you go, you have to have done a lot of one-on-one work.
Oh, okay, cool. That's interesting to hear.
Because when you're writing a book, you want to shift people.
Yeah.
When you're working with somebody one-on-one, you could be giving them the right information, but they're not taking it in because they've got roadblocks, because they've got, but this, but that, but I can't because of this. And when you're working with them one-on-one, you can address all those buts.
Yeah.
Which then makes you a better writer, because when you write the book, you don't have that person in front of you, but they're saying but.
You know the buts.
Yeah, you've worked through it.
Yeah, literally, and you can write the solution and point out the challenge.
Same thing for when ultimately if you're going to get on stage, or if you're going to create a course, you're talking to thousands of people, or YouTube videos, right? You're talking to thousands or millions of people. But if you've done the work to know that you're actually talking to 1,000 different individuals, not
who you have spoken to before.
Yeah, right. You've seen it enough. Like, you've got enough pattern recognition now as a chiropractor, so somebody walks in and they're like, oh, you already know. Like, okay.
Totally.
It's developing that pattern recognition and the solutions to address them by working through the same number of people.
I love it. Okay, that gives me hope for going in that direction. I like what I heard you say when I got on the call, because you described your YouTube day and then you described your client-facing day.
Yeah.
And that feels so sane.
Yeah,
you know?
And especially that when you're working with your A clients who pay you and love you and feel like this is the best part of their week.
You want to be available.
Yeah, and you'll love it. Like, you'll gain energy going through the day as opposed to them sucking the energy from you.
Oh, I love that. You know, when you do 8 hours or 12 hours or 10 hours a day by 5, you know, it becomes rote. And I don't love rote. I don't want to show up halfway for my client. I want to be all there.
You could spend the same number of hours on Monday or whatever day helping your clients. But if they're A clients who you're helping also with the thing between their ears, you'll be flying home instead of dragging your feet home.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Well, so you just got to start. I mean, you're fortunate. You've already built this business.
Yeah.
You already got clients. You're already doing it in a light way. The next 3 months is trying to figure out, how do I turn this into the thing where I'm proud. I already know I want to do it. It doesn't take me 5 years to do it. Like 3 months, I'm going to have it front and center on my website, on my Instagram. It's what I lead with. So you have 3 months to practice and play with it. And then after that, you start thinking about, how do I start this coaching business? How do I start helping people only on the mindset stuff? And maybe we talk about something physical in the body. And I think your current clients are going to be your best easy start in for free, just to get the pattern recognition that you already have in chiropractic, until you get it to the point where, like, you offer one free session.
Yeah.
And you should have people coming back to say, can we like do that again? Do you have a program? Like, how do I get you back? Right? That's when you know, okay, I'm ready to start charging.
Okay. And you're saying like one-on-one is key, because I do small groups right now, or I'll do, I've been doing Instagram training over the pandemic time. Mm-hmm. But one-on-one is key to what you're saying. Yeah.
I think you'll get, at least at the start, whether you eventually want to go to group work or mastermind groups, or, 3-day retreats, people fly to Toronto,
bring it on
out in the beaches, right? Like, that can I could all see all. If you don't want to travel, then you make them come to you and pay $10,000 to do it, right? Awesome. But one-on-one gets them being vulnerable and open in a way that, if they're in a group of 5 or 6, takes a lot of time to open up, and they may not actually share. And that's what you want. Like, if you could shift people one-on-one, then you can shift people in groups. In a group, it's hard because you might shift 2 out of the 6 people, and they're the most vocal. Like, yeah, it happened, but the other 4 people are walking away, not maybe just the energy, motivation high, but not actually making the shift. And those are the people that you need to develop the skill set to be able to reach. Because if you want to get a big following, big YouTube channel, sell books, you have to be able to not just throw a fastball, but learn how to throw different pitches to different people.
Sweet. Well said.
Cool, man.
Well said.
Well,
that was awesome.
Chilling out in the backyard in Toronto, but there's a bunch of awesome work coming up.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to see another awesome one-on-one I did with an entrepreneur just like you, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.